it was something that I've been thinking about since the draft and something that was kind of always on my mind. And I mean, throughout the week, meeting everybody, kind of getting a sense for how the year will go and the different things that come with it. Talking to some of the guys. I think over the week, I just kind of understood what I needed to do and the decision that I had to make.
When did you know inside that you were going to NHL or you were going to be a San Jose Shark?
Um, I mean, probably I tried to keep everything open until the end of the week, Friday. After my exit meetings, once I got back to the hotel, I kind of knew. That was when it really sunk in with me that I knew what I had to do. And I mean, every time I thought about coming to the Sharks, I was just really excited.
And in general, just how important was, and you mentioned how important was development camp being in San Jose, but also too, who the Sharks added in free agency and in trade to kind of show you that, hey, you're not going to be kind of left by yourself here.
hmm Yeah, I mean, they did an amazing job. Obviously, brought in some veteran guys, some guys that have played in the league a long time, and I mean, they had some guys there, some key pieces that are really important to the culture, and if you want to win. So, I mean, that was a big factor for sure. But I mean, the pieces that were already there and bringing in those guys, it was definitely exciting.
And you mentioned in the week talking with some people around. Who were some of those guys that you talked to that maybe helped tip your decision? Was it guys like, I don't know, Joe Thornton or Mike Ricci or anybody like that?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything talking about nothing really talking about the decision or signing or anything like that. Just more just stuff that they're teaching me on the ice, like Joe Thornton and Marlowe and Mike Ricci and pretty much their whole development staff that I interacted with on the ice and off the ice. I learned so much while I was there, and I was just thinking how much more I could learn throughout the year.
Max,
Macklin, congratulations. Was there a moment that stood out in Dove Camp where you're like, yeah, I want to sign. I want to be an NHL player.
Um, I don't think there was really a moment. I just think the over the camp. I mean I once obviously it was a quick turnaround from the draft to the training camp, but over the time I found myself getting more and more excited and seeing the guys that we have, the young guys that were there I'm kind of growing with and going through this process with. It really just made me understood and understand like it's a really exciting time and I mean there's a lot of potential for our group.
Will told us that you two were roommates during development camp. Did you guys have any conversations about what went on behind his decision to sign and turn pro? And did you take that advice and think about utilize it for when you were thinking about your decision?
No, we never really talked about that. We were just kind of hanging out, more just having fun.
Obviously, we talked a little bit after the development camp of just how it was the reaction and feeling. What is it going to be like? Do you have any idea of what it might be like when you first step on the ice for your NHL debut? I mean, just the crowd and everything like that, being back home, family doesn't have to travel far. Has that kind of settled in? And let's say you can't get a true image, so you're there, but have you started looking to the future, getting excited for something like that?
Yes, that's very exciting. I mean, it's something that I've dreamed of ever since I was a kid playing in the NHL, and the debut is definitely going to be very exciting, and I can't wait for it. So, it's definitely something that I'm thinking about, but it honestly still seems so far away. So, I'm trying not to try not to focus on it too much.
We talked to Todd after you left the room on Thursday, and he mentioned that you always want to be first in everything, and that's something that's not taught. That's not something that somebody ever told you to do. It's just that drive and that competitiveness to be better. Do you have any idea where that comes from? Just is that who you are as a person? Where does that sort of competitiveness to want to be the best come from inside you?
I think it's more just, I mean, I want to be the best I can be and help my team do whatever I can to help my team win. And I feel like that just it kind of goes hand in hand to be the best I can be and try to prepare myself best is so that I can help my team win that I can be relied upon in those moments to succeed. So I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of just who I am. I want to be the best I can be, and I feel like I've been like that ever since I was a kid.
Awesome. Thanks again.
Curtis?
Macklin, hey, this is Curtis Pashok from the Mercury News again. Hey, congratulations on the contract. Just curious if you've heard from any Sharks players, maybe the few guys who texted you and just congratulated you on signing your contract.
Yeah, I've got a couple texts from a couple different guys. I mean, it's awesome. You can tell how close that group is and how excited they are as well about what we're building here and the direction that we're going. So, I mean, every message that I got is all just about how excited they are to see not only me but the whole young core that we have and the guys that we brought in and it finally it feels like we're moving in the right direction.
Any conversation with Ryan Warsofsky about, potentially what your role might be, or is that too soon and maybe just that'll come down the line, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's a little too soon. I mean, just signed today, so no, I feel like that's something that we'll probably discuss a little bit later.
You have any conversations or with Jay Pandolfo, what he might have said to you as you kind of begin this new chapter?
Yeah, I talked to him a bunch. I talked to him, I mean, in our exit meetings right after the season. He was already thinking about it, and I mean, I told him like I was still on the fence, and I mean, he's been so supportive through everything. He wants the best for his players, and he just wants to see us succeed. And I called him right before I made my decision and kind of let him know what the deal was. And I mean, again, he was so supportive, and I mean, I just appreciate everything that he's done for me throughout the year and his support throughout this process.
So, what are the next couple months for you? Kind of look like here as you prepare for camp? Do you give yourself a little time off, or is it kind of right back to work here this week as you get ready to be professional?
No, I mean, I'm getting back on the ice and skating throughout the week and in the next coming months. But no, I'm gonna take some time just to regroup. It's been a busy last couple of weeks and months, so I'm definitely gonna get a little bit of a break. But for the most part, it's just preparation for next year.
Do you look around the Pacific Division here and some of the centermen that you're going to be competing against? Guys like obviously McDavid and Kopitar and Eichel and Elias Pettersson and those type of players. I mean, do you have kind of looking forward to competing against those guys here?
Yeah, of course. Those are guys that I've looked up to while I've been growing up, seeing them have the success that they've had, and those are guys that I watch on TV every night. So to be facing off against them every night, it's going to be pretty special.
All right, thank you, Mac.
Yep.
Go back to Shane.
Hey, Mac, just wondering in terms of your summer plan, will it be spent training mostly in Vancouver and Bay Area, mix of both, or just in general? Yeah.
For the most part, I'll be in Vancouver. That's just where my family is, and that's where I'm planning to be.
And what do the Sharks tell you in terms of what you do need to focus on over the next 2 months to make yourself as NHL ready as possible?
Yeah, I mean, they were saying, I mean, my whole everyone that I've talked to, I mean, now you're playing against men and you're playing against grown men, so it's just getting stronger, bigger, faster, just being able to protect yourself and being able to separate yourself when needed. So just those kinds of things. Yeah, I mean, just just keep getting stronger, that sort of stuff.
And finally, for me, you've made the decision to wear 71. I know you've worn 17 for a lot of your career. Do you have in the back of your mind, maybe it's a little too early to ask, but back of your mind to maybe get back to 17 at some point, or are you feeling pretty good about your number?
I mean, it would have been tough to switch back to 17. So I felt like I had a pretty good year last year. So I just decided to stick with it.
Okay, the fans will be happy to hear that. Thank you very much.